Yo, what is good, fellas? Hope you boys are all having a fantastic day. Today we're ranking the top 10 best running backs in Madden 25. As always, if you boys are new around here, we do post videos just like this one literally every single day. So if you guys like this video, you find it helpful, or for whatever reason, you boys really like me, odds are you fellas are all in the right place. When it comes to the best running backs in Madden 25, there are a few things that I look for. First things first, speed. Speed, in my opinion, is the most important stat. The faster the card, the better they're going to play, especially at the running back position. Next up, size. I think bigger, heavier, more truckier backs. Yeah, that's a word. I think they play better right now. I like the bigger backs, the Derrick Henrys of the world, even though Derrick Henry did not make my top 10. 3 is abilities. There's only one set of cards that actually get abilities that matter to me, and those are the AKA cards. We'll talk about them when we get to them on the list. Another thing to note, I only included cards that you can purchase from the auction house, so your Season 1 CMC, your Jonathan Brooks from Rookie Premier, they won't be included on today's list. Think it's fair to keep it as only cards that you can buy in the auction house today. Also, if it looks yellow in the background, I'm sorry, I'm recording this video before the sun comes up. Yeah, so I did mention him before, so I'll just toss it in. Derrick Henry is not on my top 10 list, but I am giving him that honorable mention spot. He's got 84 speed. That is too slow in my opinion for today. 87 truck, 87 break tackle, 250 pounds though. That is really good. But at number 10, we got a card that I actually do not like, but, you know, he is the 10th best running back in the game. It's 87 overall Aaron Jones from the Game Time promo. He's pretty good, but the main kicker on this card that kind of drops him down the list is that 85 speed. You give this card 86 speed, he will be higher up on the list. Every other stat on this card I can get behind. He's 208 pounds, which is definitely not small. He's also an elusive back, so his juking, his spin, his stiff arm, all should be pretty good. But the fact that EA decided, hey, let's give this card 85 speed makes no freaking sense. They have a strange history, I mean, I get it, of giving older veterans at skill positions slower speed. Think back to any time we get a Devontae Adams upgrade. And I guess Aaron Jones is officially hitting that UNC status in Madden and in the NFL, to be honest. So he is coming in with 85 speed, 86 excel. Like I said, though, everything else on this card I like. I can get behind it if you run a Vikings or Packers theme team. Definitely a good card to pick up for your team. You guys can see down there, 86 change of direction, 88 juke move, not Jake move, and 87 ball carrier vision. Card is good, but again, that 85 speed really tanks this card. Coming in at number 9, we got the only 85 overall we're going to be talking about today. It is Chris Johnson, the first card to get 87 speed in the game, I believe. He's really good. Now, we're going to talk about his vintage champion. I think, you know, the two cards are very similar. It's not like the other AKA running back we'll talk about here in a minute. He's good, though. I mean, 87 speed, 86 excel, 83 change of direction. Now, he has no break tackle. He has no truck. He is 5'11", 203 pounds, which is definitely not little. It's definitely not 250 pounds, and he definitely can't truck. But what Chris Johnson can do is run and run fast, and that is exactly why you're picking up this card. He's more of a budget option today, and honestly, I am all here for that. Taking a look at his juke move, spin move, 85 and 85, 83 change of direction. Real reason I like this card, though, is because of this ability right here, aka evasive. Now, the difference between the vintage champion and the regular champion is the abilities cost a little bit more. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. If you're going to pick up this card, the prices are very similar nowadays. I would just go and snag the vintage champion for 1 AP evasive. He also does get steamroller, but if you're picking up Chris Johnson, you're doing it for the evasive. Evasive is really good in Madden 25. Coming in at number 8, though, we got another AKA champion player, but this one is not the vintage champion. It's the normal champion, Marshawn Lynch beast mode. Card is a stud. Now, he doesn't have 87 speed like a lot of the other cards we're going to talk about today, but still, he is a monster. 86 speed, 87 excel, 86 change of direction, 87 truck, 87 break tackle, 5'11", 215 pounds. After the catch or after the run, he does have 84 juke, 80 spin, 84 stiff arm, 86 change of direction. Now, the reason this card is being split into 2 separate, I guess, you know, tier rankings on today's list is the actual glowing X factors he gets. Now, the normal edition of Marshawn Lynch only gets running back, apprentice, and bruiser, which is really good, but, you know, the vintage champion does get an additional glowing X factor we'll talk about when we get to him. Next up, number 7, the second running back to get 87 speed, Season of Boom, Travis Etienne with Baked On Return Man. Talk about that first. I believe he's the only card to actually get Baked On Return Man right now, so that definitely makes him a little bit more versatile than any card we have talked about so far. Now, he doesn't get anything glowing, so he can't be higher up on the list, but his stats on this card are really good. Also, one of the heavier backs we've talked about, by no means heavy at 215 pounds, but he can still put his shoulder down and, you know, get some extra yards after the truck. 87 speed, 86 excel, 86 agility, 86 change of direction, 84 break tackle, but only 70 truck, so maybe he isn't going to get that extra yard on the trucking animation. Now, juke move, spin move, change of direction, and ball carrier vision, all very good. 86, 86, 85, and 84. In my opinion, that is what you're picking up this card to be, an elusive back. That's his archetype. He's got the speed to do it. ETN is basically a better Chris Johnson that isn't going to glow for you, so if you don't have the ability points to spend on your offense, I would go with Travis Etienne, but if you have an additional 1 or 2 AP, I'd go with CJ, but objectively, if you're not counting the glowing X factor, because I know a lot of people don't even run abilities on their running backs, Etienne is the better card. Now, number 6, if you guys watch any of my update videos, that, the nighttime 8 p.m. Eastern time video, you know how I feel about this card. It's LaDainian Tomlinson. I think this card sucks. He doesn't suck, but he is not worth his price point. Card is decent though. I mean, 86 speed, 87 excel, 85 agility, 86 change of direction, only 70 trucking, which is, I don't know, they ever watch LaDainian Tomlinson play? He was just a monster out there, whether it was juking, breaking tackles. He was all in all just a stud. I'm convinced though EA just has never watched a full football game in their life. 86 break tackle though. Again, one thing I'm going to say quickly right here, how are you going to break a tackle but not be able to truck? It's the same thing of like, how are you going to have super low hit power but super high tackling, or how are you going to have super high hit power and super low tackling on safeties? Same kind of thing for running backs. Doesn't make sense, but again, it's freaking A. 5'10", 215 pounds on LT. Now this card can juke. I mean, he's got 86 juke, 85 spin, 87 stiff arm. How are you going to be able to stiff arm but not truck? Things just don't add up there. Math isn't mathing. 86 ball carrier vision and 86 change of direction. Now, as a campus hero limited time, he gets nothing good when it comes to the abilities. He does get persistent, but fellas, do not run persistent on LaDainian Tomlinson. It's just, please don't. Now, one of the top 5. These are 5 of the best cards in the entire game, to be completely honest with you. First up, Vintage Champion Marshawn Lynch, 86 overall. And you might be sitting here, yeah, these stats are the exact same. I know. The stats don't change between the Vintage Champion and the normal Champion. It is the abilities, and if you guys have seen the difference, you're going to know what I'm talking about right here. It is with our good friend, aka Evasive. Chris Johnson has it. I was sitting there glazing Chris Johnson for a minute because of this ability. Well, what happens when a card that I think is better than Chris Johnson hits every single criteria I want before he then gets, aka Evasive, which I said is probably the best ability in this game. Card's disgusting. If you played against him, then you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't played against him, be thankful. He's not fun. Number 4 is a brand new running back. I got Marshall Faulk from this last week Legends drop. He's a receiving back, our first receiving back we have gotten to talk about tonight, I believe. 87 speed, 89 excel, 86 agility, 80 carry, 84 catch, 87 change of direction. 51 truck is disgusting. I mean, how are you going to have 51 truck, but then have 83 break tackle? You're telling me he is 30 skill points better at breaking tackles than trucking? I don't know. 5'10", 211 pounds, 85 jump for those of us who care how high our running backs can jump, 85 juke, 84 spin, 71 stiff arm, 87 change of direction. Route running on this card is honestly not terrible. The only reason I'm bringing this up is because he is that receiving back. He's got 83 short route running and 73 deep route running, so wheel routes, Marshall Faulk could potentially be a monster. On to the top 3, and at number 3, I got another brand new card. Card dropped yesterday with Team of the Week. Not worth his price point, but it's James Cook. The only 88 speed card, no, we've got 2 88 speed cards we're going to talk about today. 88 speed, 89 excel, 89 agility, 89 change of direction, 83 break tackle, and 60 trucking. 5'11", 190 pounds. I mean, yeah. He had a monster week in the actual NFL season, scoring 3 touchdowns, gets a really, really good Team of the Week card. The issue is, Team of the Week is a kind of controversial promo right now. Not going to talk about that too much. Card is really expensive. I don't know if he's worth his price. But as a straight running back, card is good. Also 89 juke move, 89 change of direction. Definitely a fan of all of that. Also 72 short route running is not good, but it's not terrible compared to the rest of the cards we've looked at tonight. It's also the morning, not tonight. Don't know what I'm talking about. Can you guys tell I'm tired? Number 2, though, we got Ricky Williams. Now, yeah, I could see the argument for you to have James Cook over Ricky Williams. I mean, you guys know what my number 1 thing is when it comes to running back, and that's speed. Yeah, but then I look at this card, and I look at everything else this card can do for you, and I'm like, yeah, never mind, he's a stud. Yeah, I don't think he's worth his price point, I get it, but 88 truck, 88 break tackle, 86 change of direction, 86 carrying, 88 excel, 87 speed. That's freakishly good. He is so well freaking balanced. You know, he can't catch the ball, but 75 catching is still usable. It doesn't really matter that much. Also coming in at 5'10", 230 pounds. He's going to lower his shoulder. He's going to mess somebody up. He is now the second best running back in Madden 25. But in my opinion, the best running back in the game is the brand new breakout promo Devon A-Chain. Yeah, you guys can guess why, right? 90 speed. He is the fastest player in the game, not named Tyreek Hill. I mean, what is going on with this Dolphins theme team? 90 excel, 90 agility, 88 break tackle for whatever reason, 90 speed, 88 change of direction, 70 truck. Yeah, I mean, he only has, 188 pounds on him, 5'9", but at the same time, I don't really care. Also, we haven't fully seen this promo revealed at the time I'm recording this video, but applying breakout badges to items will unlock ratings boost, and these ability slots include +1 speed and +1 excel, so you can have a 91 speed Devon A-Chain. And when the second fastest card we've talked about today at the running back position comes in at 88 speed, 91 speed is a major jump by far. Devon A-Chain is RB1. Fellas, that is everything we got today. Let me know down below, who do you agree with, who do you disagree with. As always, I love to hear from you guys, so let me know down below. That is everything we got. I'll catch you boys later today with another banger, I promise. But until then, peace boys, have a good one.